Ladies and gentlemen, this time, welcome to the ring, the Secret Navarro, Buddy Matthews.
Well, Buddy Matthews has called himself one of wrestling's best kept secrets for quite some time. But this man is a secret no more. Still only 32 years of age, not yet entered his prime. This Australian-born athlete is going to prove that he is not a lackey. He's not meant to be in the background. He is meant to take center stage. And tonight is Buddy Matthews' first one-on-one match with no shackles, no handcuffs. We saw the videos online. Buddy Matthews, he's been discharged. He's been set free. No longer under the confines of others. And tonight, maybe the first time professional wrestling is introduced to the real Buddy Matthews on a grand scale. I'm not going to agree with that, and I think somebody else is taking umbrage with that. That's Casey Navarro, and Navarro has been in many ways the protege of Brian Cage.
Casey Navarro! You're good friends with Brian, right? You guys work out together, right? I guess that he's not giving you the secret sauce that he's on, right?
Whoa! Well, Casey Navarro is undersized compared to Buddy Matthews, but he's not going to back down. Casey Navarro is standing up for his buddy, no pun intended, that couldn't be here. And this was not scheduled. Both Buddy Matthews and Casey Navarro had a separate match against different opponents throughout the course of this broadcast, but Casey Navarro's jumped the gun, and he's come out here at the behest, at the defense of Brian Cage, who is not here because he's, to be quite honest, he's unable to walk. He had some stem cell therapy on his knees, and there's been some side effects, and it's been a slow healing process. Brian Cage missed AEW's events this past week as well, and he's missed Battleground tonight. I know he's very disappointed over that. Cage is looking forward to testing himself against Buddy Matthews, and certainly Matthews has sour taste in his mouth as well. Casey Navarro is a bit undersized. He's up that cruiserweight weight class. Buddy Matthews definitively is not. And Matthews has been in, the system of Stamford and to a lesser extent Orlando for about 8 years now. And we mentioned that he felt like a prisoner, felt like he was held captive and not able to truly branch out, spread his wings and fly. Rapid fire offense by Navarro, and Buddy, both men to their feet. This crowd is jacked. I cannot find an empty chair in this entire building. I do believe the word came out about a half hour ago. We were officially sold out here this evening. Battleground Championship Wrestling. These fans have been waiting for many, many months for us to be back in the arena in full force, ready to show what we can bring to the table. Casey Navarro is a budding star, recently signed to MLW. And you saw Buddy sneak in a bit of a cheap shot that time. But Navarro's been a 6-year pro, and he has amassed a reputation of maybe pro wrestling's hottest up-and-coming underdog. And notice Navarro is completely fearless in this matchup. Showing the fight, and Matthews chops the post inadvertently. That's the quickness of Casey Navarro coming into play. And that's the larger man days. Quick at the pace. Casey up and over. Perpetual motion here, keeps moving. And Casey catches himself, and well, that nomenclature and gesticulation spoke for itself. Oh, Casey slips in. He calls that the 305, does Casey, area code of Miami, where Casey's originally from. Buddy tries to battle back. Casey catches Buddy into the jump up Hurricane Rana. And Casey has done a great job of using his quickness, of perpetually striking from all directions. And that's Matthews off his game, and oh my God, there's the power. And a suplex on the ring frame. Belly to back style as well. It's almost cliche, but it's the hardest part of the ring. It's where metal meets wood. And it's where Casey Navarro's spine connected, and your spine will not win. This will test the heart, the guts, the tenacity of young Casey Navarro, who I believe is still in his early to mid-20s. He's got his entire career ahead of him. He's just a budding, blossoming star, as is, and Casey just back in the nick of time. Buddy was looking count out. Buddy was looking to send a message to Brian Cage at the expense of Casey Navarro, and he was about a quarter of a second away from accomplishing it. Ouch. And I think this is a sense of frustration. From Buddy Matthews. Maybe at the past several years. And that caught Casey right up between the shoulder blades. You could see Navarro tighten up, stiffen up, and wince in pain. And these fans may be the death knell for young Casey Navarro, who likes to call himself blessed, and I think he feels anything but at this time. And Buddy Matthews illustrating he's going to wrestle how he wants, when he wants, the way he wants, without being dictated to by anybody at long last. Casey Navarro talks about being blessed. He talks about how fortunate he is that he's been able to accomplish what he has in this business. Oh, consciousness maybe his accomplishment at this point. If that, those elbows to the side of the jaw, right around the mandibular area of Casey Navarro, and you can see Navarro's rocked. I'm not sure he's aware where he is at this point. And that's the advantage when you've got a guy like Buddy Matthews who's got to be, what, 220 pounds, 230 pounds? Casey Navarro probably, what, 160, 170? There's a decisive size advantage from Buddy Matthews to Casey Navarro. And notice as Matthews drives down Navarro's head and neck towards the canvas. Navarro's body goes limp, and he goes horizontal. And this negates any type of leverage Navarro would have to get out of this hold. And I doubt that Buddy's going to get a submission, but it's going to wear down Navarro, and it's going to slow him down. And that's the most important thing for Buddy to do at this point in the match. Navarro to his feet, you could tell he did not have his weight fully under him. He tried to back Buddy into the corner to break the grip. He's got a little bit more balance that time, but that grip strength of Matthews, and then a handful of hair to get that chin lock back on. Casey Navarro is tenacious though, and Navarro's fighting for a cause. Brian Cage took Casey under his wing. They work out together. They travel together at some points, and Buddy travels to the outside of the ring after the thrust kick of Navarro meets him. I was saying earlier, Casey feels he's blessed. No disrespect, Casey, but I disagree with you. I think that you're fortunate, but I think you've earned everything you've gotten. It's that work ethic, that tenacity, that never say die attitude. That's why you're in the spots you're in, Casey. It's not being blessed, it's earning it your damn self. And Casey gonna earn every bit of this suicide dive. And second time, yeah. A little more elevation and a little more contact because Casey made sure that Buddy was closer to the ring. And a third time. You notice Casey, I believe, went under the second rope, under the top rope, then over the top rope on 3 concurrent dives. The impact escalates every time, but so does the risk. Casey did not go balls out at Jump Street. He made sure Buddy was in a compromising position, and then he capitalized. Such a smart move by this young man. And Casey, you gotta stick and move, but all over the trunks was Buddy Matthews. Try to steal a victory. Fireman carry. Oh, what a competitive matchup. Casey! With a Halo DDT. This could be all upset. No. And can you imagine the headlines, and maybe more importantly, could you imagine the demeanor of Buddy Matthews if his first matchup on the scale, his second matchup at all, his first singles matchup in the new chapter of his career, ends in a loss to somebody that Buddy demeaned and diminished and didn't view on his level. Casey looking to take a chance. And notice Casey has slowed up a lot in the punishment he's taken, and that enabled Buddy to grab onto the foot in desperation. Casey fights him off. With distance will come opportunity if you're Casey Navarro. Got the heel kick right to the stomach. Oh no. Casey wasn't fast enough. Got his neck crimped. And Buddy Matthews hits the power bomb. What a near fall. Talk about straight unmitigated power by Buddy Matthews. Casey Navarro was nearly driven through the canvas, but it wasn't enough for 3. I think some fans are chanting the all too familiar ECW letters. Of course, the Hardcore Hall of Fame banners hanging in the rafters, but some of these fans also chanting BCW because this is an incredible start. And we have so much more to come. I can't even try to recap it all in the course of this segment, not only because of the lightning fast offense, but we've just got names for days here tonight. Matthews, the back kick. Casey able to sidestep, and Murphy's Law attempt, but Casey counters. Able to roll through for a near fall. Oh, Casey looked to jump up the body, but got caught in a buckle bomb. Curb stomp, shades of a one-time friend, but it's not enough. Buddy's digging deep into the reserves, pulling out a lot of tricks He's learned from some major players, but Casey Navarro is showing you he more than lives up to the hype. He came to deliver. He came here to show out. This was not the match that Casey Navarro was scheduled in, but it's the match Casey Navarro wants to make a career in. Matthews is measuring Casey, who is prone, which is the worst thing he could be. Takes out the vertical base. A fancy footwork, and Casey connects. Oh, Casey counters the momentum. Swings Buddy through. And Casey is feeling it. A high-risk maneuver this late in the game. Will it pay off? 450 splash! No! Man, I've seen and heard the hype of Casey Navarro. This is my first time seeing this young man in person. I know Brian Cage has been giving Casey advice, workout tips, match feedback, the whole nine. And it's showing. And in the absence of Brian Cage, you know he's going to end up watching this matchup sooner or later. Casey Navarro, win or lose, I'd suggest is doing Brian Cage proud, but looking to bring it home. And Buddy counters. Oh, a debilitating knee, nearly through the face. And there's Murphy's Law. And Buddy is victorious in the 2300 arena. Well, Buddy was victorious. It wasn't the first opponent Buddy expected. Heck, it wasn't even the second opponent that Buddy expected. But it was as tough an opponent as you're going to find. Hey, it's cliche. Casey doesn't have the largest body in the locker room, but he may have the largest heart. And pound for pound, he may be one of the toughest. And Casey fought his ass off. Casey Navarro came here to support his friend, to shut up a critic. And even through a loss, I think Casey did a lot to accomplish that. But it's Buddy Matthews, your winner, as Battleground Championship Wrestling rolls on.